G'day everyone, today we're going to show you how to fit remote central locking to your 90 series Prado. Okay, so this is everything that you're going to need and the kit that you're going to use with it. So all the tools you're going to need today is just a screwdriver. That's literally it. So there's only 3, maybe 4 screws you'll want to take out to be able to get access to the place where this is meant to be installed. So that's really how simple this job is. This is the Trailtech remote central locking kit or keyless entry kit for the 90 series Prado from Trailtech. This is by far easily the simplest, easiest way to go about this job. They do it for a bunch of different Toyota models. I'm sure that they'd have one that suits your vehicle if you own a Toyota 4-wheel drive from before 2002. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to remove this kick panel here, which actually doesn't have any screws of its own, but notably it is latched under this paneling just here. So we're going to use our screwdriver to undo that one, and that one. We're just going to loosen these off so we can pop this out of the way so we can get the kick panel off. Hopefully that'll focus. Okay, so I'm just deep under the back of the dash up here, and what you're looking for in here is actually, if I can get there, this plug just here. Normally it should be taped to the side of this with a little bit of tape that looks like that. And yeah, you're just going to be plugging it into that there. So finding this plug here, if I can get a good shot of it, there you go, that's what that looks like. It matches the opposite plug to the one that's on the actual kit itself. So we're going to go plug that into there now. So what I've just done now is I've just plugged that into there. And then I've just literally wrapped the zip tie around that and tuck it under there. You could probably do a better job of this, to be entirely honest, but that'll be stuffed up into there with that. The plastic holds this, pinches it there when the kick panel is refitted. So yeah, it's just been zip tied up under the dash like that. Then we're just going to put it all back together and then we should be sweet to go. Okay, so we've got our key all ready to go. Let's just test to see if this works. So we should see a flash with a lock, 1 flash, yep, and then an unlock, 2 flashes, easy, done. And that's how easy that is. Let's just one more, lock button, locked, unlock, unlocked, easy as, 100%. So moving on to the key part, obviously I haven't cut this one, but I have cut that one over there. I'll show you what's different about this as to the standard fob version one. So now, explaining this. So, certain models of Toyota 90 series Prados and other Toyota models have this black-backed fob, black-backed key here to indicate that they have an engine immobilizer. So that means that when I use this key, it'll start the car because it pairs to the ignition barrel and then the ECU to actually let the car fire and start. Now, some models don't have this, so you can freely use one of these flip keys after you cut it, and you'll crank it and it will start 100%. If not, and you do have this, what you'll need to do is after you've fit the kit up, you'll have to get your key cut, and then what you'll do is you'll get the key programmed for your ECU using your old factory key. Now, I spent a bit extra on that after buying the kit. About $114 it cost me to do 1 key so far, but if I want to do both, it'll be $230, obviously, because, that times 2 is that. But now, since I've done that, I can use my new fob key, my new flip key, and that'll start the car. Well, it struggled there, didn't it? So yeah, so that's doable. I'll show you where and how that does that for you now. So, inside your new fob key that you'll get if you order one like this, again, you don't have to do this. It's just something I've chosen to do on my own. Normally the other one is just a standard button, like the 2 buttons it unlocks. So inside this fob key, if you use a flathead on this little gap just here, these 2 pieces, these come in 2 pieces and they separate. So if I can just open that up, because I can't do it one-handed, find that there's a little gap just there, right? That little gap down in there. You can put a microchip in there, and then what a good locksmith can do is they can clone your factory key fob to the microchip they put into this key fob here. So that means that you can then use this key fob as your actual key. normally, which is normally not usually the case. Normally you would only be able to use the, like normally this wouldn't work for that. But luckily enough, whoever designed this kit has included that so that you can optionally do that if you chose to, which I have since done. But yeah, that's how simple that is. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks again for tuning in to Nolsey's Outdoors. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers.